The more you expose your pain, the more some people might want to hurt you. While this doesn't always happen, it is common for some individuals to derive pleasure from seeing you suffer or even contribute to making it worse. This sadistic and envious behavior is unfortunately present in many and can significantly impede your personal growth in various aspects of life, whether at work, among friends, or even within the family. Therefore, learning not to reveal your weak points can become a strength. Imagine yourself as a tree in a storm. The leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains solid, deeply rooted in the earth. This is the image of silent resilience that we aim to teach here. We'll discuss how you can become even stronger by showing that you are not easily affected by external or internal issues. Each challenge teaches you to be like the tree, acting as if nothing bothers you. You are not denying the storm, but choosing not to let the rain soak you or the wind knock you down. You'll learn to be the master of your fate, firm, strong, and serene amidst chaos. In this video, we will discuss 18 Stoic principles from Epictetus, a renowned philosopher you might have heard of. Additionally, I invite you to embrace self-knowledge, where strength does not come from the noise of thunder, but from the silence of the light that illuminates the path. So, in the next few minutes, focus on the content and not on daily distractions. Let's go. Principle 1. Listen. Principle number 1 is to listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever wondered why nature gave us 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this is no error or coincidence, but rather a purposeful design. We are meant to fall in love with the voices of others, rather than our own. By learning from others, we advance in life, not by repeating our own speech. So, starting today, pay more attention to what people around you are saying, and less to what you have been upholding until now. Principle 2. Always expect the worst. One of the biggest causes of anxiety and its devastating consequences is the belief that unfavorable circumstances await us in the future. We fear that our children will abandon their studies, that we will be fired from work, that our spouse will confess to having an affair, or that we will go bankrupt. The problem is that one day we fear one issue and the next day another. Life reserves good and happy moments for us, but also inevitable problems. This is where Epictetus comes in with a drastic yet effective proposal. Think that all these feared events have already happened. This way, your spirit will develop coping strategies to move forward with your head held high. Principle 3. Prepare to fail, because it is the only way to progress. We often do the impossible to avoid being considered fools, but Epictetus has a different view. According to his philosophy, being seen as a fool is one of the best things that can happen to you, as it is the path to genuine improvement both professionally and personally. Overcoming is not the product of a spontaneous reaction, but the result of a long path of trial and error. It is through error that we can refine what distances us from excellence. Principle 4. Be aware of the dangers of fortune. This wealth we desire carries a stigma that few can free themselves from. It's not just about people who emerge from nowhere to benefit from our fortune by pretending friendship. Money has the power to transform people, often not for the better. Once we possess this coveted resource, we gain something we didn't have before, and it is from that moment that our spirit may begin to poison itself with the loss of moral values. Principle 5. Do not cling to a single hope. We are beings inclined to practice diversity, and there is no reason to place all our hopes on a single dream. If we fail, it could be devastating. Therefore, Epictetus encourages us to pursue many dreams, exponentially increasing our chances of success. Principle 6. Always remember that death is waiting at the end of the road. This advice isn't meant to promote pessimism, but to remind us that death is the final destination of all our actions and efforts. Once we understand this, we might reevaluate how we spend our limited time. Carrying a small notebook with these Stoic principles can help us see setbacks not as misfortunes, but as opportunities, making better use of our time. Principle 7. True wealth lies in a contented spirit. Epictetus had a unique conception of happiness, which we can see through one of his famous phrases: "A wise man does not fret over what he does not have, but rejoices in what he does have." This reflection is advice to stop feeling afflicted by what we lack and instead be grateful for what we have achieved, which is often more than we realize. Thus, a rich person is, above all, a happy person. Principle 8. Incorporate humility into your life. If you want to learn something, it is essential to learn what you believe you already know. Epictetus calls us to embrace humility, especially in learning. Going through life boasting about knowledge distances us from true understanding, which comes from acknowledging our ignorance. By doing so, we view everything with the wonder and desire to learn of a child. Principle 9. Guilt is synonymous with plague. Narrow-minded people blame others. Ordinary people blame themselves. But the wise see all guilt as foolishness. Modern therapists use Epictetus's wisdom to help people see guilt as a feeling to eradicate. By blaming others or ourselves, we avoid responsibility for correcting mistakes. Overcoming guilt requires determination and responsibility for our actions. Principle 9. Guilt is synonymous with plague. Narrow-minded people blame others. Ordinary people blame themselves. But the wise see all guilt as foolishness. Modern therapists use Epictetus's wisdom to help people see guilt as a feeling to eradicate. By blaming others or ourselves, we avoid responsibility for correcting mistakes. Overcoming guilt requires determination and responsibility for our actions. Principle 11. Never forget that your reactions forge your destiny. Our reactions mark our success or failure. Epictetus taught that we can't choose what happens to us, but we can choose how to manage it. Misfortune can fall upon anyone, but our response determines the outcome. For some, divorce leads to depression, but for Epictetus, it's an opportunity for self-knowledge. Remember, your life is shaped not by what happens to you, but by how you respond. Principle 12. Always fulfill your duty. We each have a role in society and the world, and like the sun rises without praise, we must fulfill our duties. Waiting for praise to do our work means failing ourselves and those who depend on us. Knowing our task and its importance means we must carry it out without needing reminders. Principle 13. Do not hate those who hate you. Ignore those who hate you, as you are superior to their criticism and discrimination. Do not waste time on those who don't deserve a place in your thoughts. Fear not those who harm you. Their attempts to damage you are regrettable. Ignore them and become immune to their negativity. Principle 14. Bet on simplicity. Living in simplicity frees us from the pressures of maintaining wealth and luxuries. Opting for a simple lifestyle means less stress from bills, loans, and credit cards. Wealth requires commitment and energy to preserve, but simplicity brings freedom. Principle 15. Control of your life. Allowing others' comments and attitudes to bother you means giving them control over your life. Anyone who makes you angry becomes your master, but only if you let them. Epictetus teaches that happiness and emotional ruin depend on which keys we choose to use. Build a barrier to prevent others from affecting you. Principle 16. Friendship is above wealth. True wealth is genuine friends who will support you if your material fortune disappears. Cultivate true friendships as a long-term investment. Principle 17. Always extract the benefit from things. Whatever happens, it's up to you to take advantage of it. Epictetus says it's our duty to find the good in adversity. Imagine being fired. Instead of despairing, use the opportunity to pursue a dream. Look for the positive in every situation, as this mindset will take you further in life. Principle 16. Friendship is above wealth. True wealth is genuine friends who will support you if your material fortune disappears. Cultivate true friendships as a long-term investment. Principle 17. Always extract the benefit from things. Whatever happens, it's up to you to take advantage of it. Epictetus says it's our duty to find the good in adversity. Imagine being fired. Instead of despairing, use the opportunity to pursue a dream. Look for the positive in every situation, as this mindset will take you further in life. Principle 18. Stop worrying about what is out of your control. You control your opinion, not your reputation. You have the desire for success, but not the outcome. Worrying about what you can't control wastes time. Epictetus advises focusing on values we can change and letting fate handle the rest. Stoic principles are practical for everyday life, helping us navigate challenges with resilience. Apply what you learn and move forward. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're new, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next video. See you soon. And as always, stay stoic.